welcome to another episode of our 1670 Mabuhay podcast. I'm here with a very special person. No? I followed in Facebook and noticed in Facebook. No? Si Coach Tati.
Hi, 1670 Mabuhay and sa lahat ng mga viewers.
So, her parents have been active Sun Lifers for decades. Her love for life insurance grew from watching her father and mother, who are currently branch and sales managers respectively. So we look up to that talaga, Coach, no? Kasi totoo yung experience mo and yung love mo sa industry that is very valuable to us, no? She worked at Sun Life for 11 years, including 7 as a unit manager. She resigned. Buti na nag-resign ka kasi pwede na tayo mag-collaborate. So, resigned in February 2021 to focus on her passion for training, coaching, and mentoring. Yan kailangan talaga namin ng 1670 Mabuhay. And I hope that many will also notice and follow and engage with you through social media or like us na pinag-request talaga to meet you in person, to experience the learning in person. Kasi iba talaga pag in person. No? Pero digitalization, innovation, media is very powerful and convenient. No? And so, okay, since then, she has enrolled in leadership coaching training courses to improve her skills. No? She is committed to developing herself and helping others in the field of life insurance. So yeah, thank you for investing in what you do to give more value, more impact, no, to all of us. No? A lot of insurance advisors, agency leaders would be very much be impacted, no, sa ma-share mo sa kanila of what you invest in yourself and then you give back and share it to others. So I'm here with Tatiana Cyril Alvarez Castro, Tati, or Coach Tati. So welcome to Cebu and welcome to 1670 Mabuhay.
Thank you, Sir Byron, for having me. Alam mo, pangarap ko na ma-invite sa isang podcast. Kayo ang unang nag-invite sa akin to go to Cebu to have a talk in an insurance company. Tapos kayo rin yung unang reason bakit natupad ang pagpo-podcast ko. Thank you.
Welcome. So, anong masabi ko yun? Speechless ako.
Oo. Kahit nga ikaw kanina, nung before tayo nagre-record, na speechless na rin ako sa'yo, kaya napahingi na ako ng tissue.
Yeah, na-speechless ako kasi sabi mo first eh. Pag sabi mo first, just like how I first saw you and noticed you din sa Facebook with your trainings and content, that's really direct to the point and that I feel that is what we need sa industry natin. And for a lot of insurance advisors to absorb and explore that delivery of what we do, the purpose and the real value of our products and services.
When we talk kasi about the insurance industry, we position ourselves as consultants. So, importante if you're a consultant, sobrang naiintindihan mo talaga yung product, di ba? Doon ako nanggagaling. Nanggagaling ako sa panghihinayang kasi hindi ko maintindihan bakit ang hirap ibenta ng life and health insurance. Na-notice mo rin siguro, di ba? Mas marami nahihirapan sila. Bakit? Sasabihin nila, insurance? Pero hindi ko talaga maintindihan bakit. Oh, ready ka sa math.
Ako hindi din ako maintindihan bakit eh kasi wala din ako na nahirapan magbenta talaga ng life insurance ever since I started in this industry kahit na wala akong experience sa industry. And I just see the value of the product and the impact it can help to each and everyone. And then I just got my license and the rest is history. From one agent now becoming a general agency, one of the fastest growing agency in our area for our company, I think. We believe. Especially na nako-coach na kami sa iyo.
Ay,
ano
wow.
na yan? Next level na kami.
Ay, wow. Don't make me cry.
No, don't cry. Hindi naman yung pag-cry. We will talk about pa yung background mo, yung family mo. Kasi we just met in Facebook and this is the first time you came here, the first time we met in person. But I feel that we knew each other for years and years already. And that is why iba talaga, I feel na there's more. There's gonna be more. So that's also why I'm interested to know more yung deeper advocacies mo of what you do and the lasting impact that you want to leave behind for this industry, for the insurance advisors in the Philippines or in the world. Kasi what we do is global eh. It's not just a Filipino thing eh. The financial planning profession.
Maybe what fuels me is the pain.
Pain.
Pain. Kasi, I'm solving a problem and the problem is, una, ang swerte-swerte mo kasi hindi ka kasali sa mas maraming advisors na nahirapan magbenta ng life and health insurance. Kasali ka dun sa few na naintindihan mo kagad ano yung talagang pinaka-value. Kasi ang paniniwala ko, magiging successful ka the moment bilib ka sa kayang gawin ng product. Ang dali na lang ibenta. Ang ginagawa kasi sa iba, what is common, nag-attend na kagad sila ng training sa prospecting, appointment setting, they attend trainings to create spills, but they did not go back to how the product really works. Kaya yun yung aking pinaka-mission. Check your product so that when you attend trainings, you could choose ano yung bagay sa'yo. Kasi there are local and international trainings. They give spills, they give words that you could use. Tapos, what happens, yung ibang ginagamit nila is not applicable to the product that they're selling. I'm scared for two people. I'm scared for the advisor kasi reputation niya yung nakataya. Maganda yung intention niya. Ang intention niya is to help the client, pero pwedeng iba yung ibigay niya versus dun sa dinescribe niyang kayang gawin ng product. Excuse me. I'm also scared for the client kasi the client is expecting a different behavior for the financial instrument na pinagkatiwala sa kanya. Sabi ko, hindi pwede kasi maganda yung intention, maganda yung produkto, kailangan lang mag-align.
Yeah.
Oo.
Actually, our industry is very well regulated, no, to become the best professionals, no, of what we do, and your advocacy supports the yung hindi magandang practice once in a while kasi lack of training, lack of understanding of the product, focus more on sales. There's a fine line between that misrepresentation of
fine line.
Yeah, I'm just saying a fine line, but
Yes.
that line is, I don't know for others, no, if they even know that there's a line. So what you do is really that important talaga, and we really appreciate you clarifying that to our agency, to each of our leaders who attended, no, because I felt some impact after na some were really disrupted, no? Na nababother sila. Kasi that line, you clarified that line for us. And that fine line of being that professional and to become the best and sustainable na practice, having that sustainable practice, change talaga yung mindset nila. It is, some are taking it painfully. No? You mentioned pain. Yeah. Kasi change requires pain. I think so. Yeah. You go out your comfort zone. No? That's going out of comfort zone. Pag hindi ka comfortable, that's the first level of pain. Actually. No? But it seems normal. Pero really, the moment you step out of comfort zone, that's the first step of feeling pain. But we are very resilient naman. So parang hindi wala, di ba? So really, the mind, the idea, the vision, you've left that for us yesterday in our kickoff, and super appreciate ko yan, and we will follow through with those agents and align them to your advocacy of really changing the way people feel about insurance. That's the mission ng kumpanya namin.
If you're going to look at the tagline of FWD, I was reading it over and over again.
That's your mission din.
That's my mission. But what is noisier is the misrepresentation.
Yeah. That's why
And pwede
mention ko
nating
talaga.
sabihin, mas konti ang misrepresentation, pero ang mga mali, mas pinapansin kaysa sa tama. every time may misrepresentation, oversimplified, or overpromised approach, nadadamay kasi yung buong insurance industry. 'Di ba? Halimbawa, may nagkamali sa ibang insurance company. Sasabihin din sa kayo, you represent FWD, sasabihin din sa'yo, ay hindi, wala kami na-claim. Kaya yesterday, I was also pointing sa due diligence in filling out the application. Diligence, reminding the client na this is going to be a contract. Importante na daanan natin isa-isa, magsabi ka ng totoo. We're going into a contract. Due diligence also on the part of the advisor, kasi pagka merong kahit slight na misrepresentation sa pag-fill out ng application, and di ba there is contestability period. If the client dies, the insured dies in the first 2 years, pwedeng walang maklaim. Example niyan, na hindi niya dineclare na may hypothyroidism siya, namatay within 2 years, namatay dahil ibang cause. Pwede namang sabihin kasi nung family, hindi, iba naman yung cause. Pero yung hypothyroidism, kasali yan sa ina-assess ng insurance company para sasabihin niya, ano ba to? Standard rating ba to or rated? So dahil hindi dineclare, walang makaklaim yung family. Sayang naman. And kapag nangyayari yun, hindi lang yung company kung saan siya magkiklaim, nagkakaproblema lahat ng kumpanya sa Pilipinas every time may hindi na de-deliver na claim ang any one insurance company. Damay-damay.
Yeah.
We're talking about the integrity of the whole insurance industry. Kaya isa sa talagang tinatch ko is how to fill out the application. Like what others would do, they are tempted to change the occupation of the one being insured para ma-sure na ma-approve. Halimbawa, medyo delikado yung trabaho niya. Pero ang fear ko, pag namatay kasi yung tao within the first 2 years at hindi dineclare ang tamang occupation, pwedeng walang maklaim yung family.
Yeah.
So it's about trust on the part of the advisor, the part of the client, and on the part of the insurance industry.
Yeah.
Not only the insurance company, kasi damay-damay siya.
Yeah. Kailangan talaga ng lahat yung mission of changing that notion, no, that trend, no. Hopefully hindi siya trend, hopefully ma-change siya talaga. And that's one of our secret ng agency success namin of 1670 Mabuhay. It is our microscopic alignment to the vision and mission of our company FWD you mentioned, of changing the way people feel about insurance. See, in change there's opportunity. When you say there you need change, meaning there's a problem that needs to be addressed. And that is what you are doing every day in your promotion, in your coaching, in your trainings Kasi you've seen that problem. And ako, as a newbie of this industry, when we started organically, just step inside the industry and saw the impact it could do, the potential. Yan din yung focus namin, to really change that feeling. Kasi a lot Filipinos deserve to know more how insurance can really help them, not make them feel na nasasayang lang yung pera nila kasi hindi well advised or well written yung application, the basic stuff. It hurts us sometimes na nagfo-focus agad sa mga big numbers, especially ngayon January, lahat nagki-kick off. So malaki yung mga numbers, so focus ka na. And they're forgetting the core foundations, our mission, what we do, how to do it well, how to do it professionally. And super happy talaga that we got you for our kick-off to bring us back to what's the most important thing, and that's to do the right thing.
Maybe for people to understand why this comes from the heart. It came from my mistakes kasi. What I know is, ayokong mangyari sa kanila yung mga nangyari sa akin at nangyari sa peers ko. Kasi what is sure, yung peers ko and ako, we had good intentions. Pero pag may konting pag-position sa product na hindi pala talaga aligned sa client, hindi matutuwa yung client. Pag hindi natuwa yung client, hindi rin okay. So yun yung unang downside pag hindi talaga na-scrutinize yung product. Scrutinize level kasi iba yung gagawin ng training department. They're doing a good job. Pero kailangan kasi after the training department, even in school, we cannot rely on our teacher alone for us to learn what we are studying, di ba? Kailangan, after the lesson in school, for you to really succeed, you study it, and then you study it again, then you review it, then you challenge what you know. Ang nangyayari, kapag may bagong advisor or even tenured advisors, marami, based on observation na, yun lang ang aking observation. Sa observation ko, marami nagre-rely lang sa tinuro ng word of mouth ng mga mentors nila. They did not go back to the black and white to look at the paper, to look at the exact words. Alam naman natin pare-pareho, even sa isang parlor game, pag nagpila ka ng 10 tao, nag-pass the message ka, yung message nagbabago nang hindi mo sinasadya. Pag nag-pass the dance step ka, kasi di ba may dance step ipapasa mo, yung dance step dito, tsaka yung dance step sa dulo, hindi na pareho kasi na-incorporate na rin how the next person understood that. So, one of my advocacies is, go back to your proposals, read the words. Ano nangyari yesterday? Yung nangyari yesterday at yung nangyari when I talk to other insurance companies, I show their proposals. Tapos I just ask questions. What does this number mean? What does this number mean? When will they get this benefit? What is longer? What is shorter? Because my intention is to challenge what they know. What I did before was I questioned and questioned. And since I came from pain, sama ng loob kasi ginaya ko lang din yung common practice na nakita ko at nahirapan din ako. So ano yung dalawang naging consequence? Yung unang consequence, pwedeng na-disappoint yung client. Yung pangalawang consequence, instead of a successful sale, hindi natutuloy kasi hindi rin effective yung pagposisyon ng product. Ano yung magiging magandang effect kapag ginawa yung authentic selling? Pag nakita nung advisor na sobrang ganda ng product, mas mapipili rin niya sino yung client na bibili. Kasali kasi yun Ang unang tatanggapin ng mga tao, mas marami talaga ang hindi kukuha. Ang reason, ayaw ka niya. Number 1. Pangalawa, ayaw niya yung produkto mo. Pangatlo, ayaw niya kung anong company ka. There are things we need to accept. Pag ayaw nila, why push with it? Based on experience, yung mga pinilit kong maklose na sale pero hindi 100% na gusto ng kliyente, I reap the consequence. Sila rin yung magiging mareklamo. Pang-apat, yung mga kliyente na hindi naghahanap ng solusyon, pag pinilit mo yon, makuklose yung sale dahil sa kakulitan ng advisor. Saan ako nagpo-point? Akin. Kasi I'm telling my story and my story represents many financial advisors. So dahil nakulitan sa akin, ayaw na nila ako makita, kukunin nila yung pinakamurang plan, babayaran nila either 1 quarter lang or 2 quarters lang, tapos papalaps na nila. Kukontakin ko sila, uy, sayang yung plan, reinstate mo. Hindi na sila magre-reply. Conclusion, para matahimik si Tati, kuha na lang tayo sa kanya, tapos wag na tayo magparamdam. Wag nating i-scene zone, wag buksan ang message, unseen zone. Yun. Yeah. So sabi ko, una, tanggapin mo muna talaga na mas marami ang hindi kukuha compared sa kukuha. Mas mabilis. Kailan ko lang natanggap yan? Na-code ako ng 2009, I resigned 2021. Recently ko palang natanggap na dapat pala, to be successful, tanggapin mo na mas marami talaga ang hindi bibili. Kinukwento ko yan sa iba. Pero nag-reach out sa akin, Miss Tati, dahil dun sa mga shinare mo, ang dami ko na-close. Biniro ko siya. Alam mo, swerte mo. Marami sa tinuro ko, hindi ko naman nagamit. Pero sure ako na effective siya kasi nagre-reach out sa akin yung iba kong student. Sabi nila, alam mo ba, what I do, I go back to what you teach and I observe in myself that I close faster. So sabi ko, it works. Kasi before it was just a theory. Pero iba rin yung may tapang. Yun kasing logo ko, nakalagay doon, courageous. Kasama kasi sa integrity yung courageous. Tapos, hindi ko to ginawa agad, yung mga paggawa ng reels. Kasi ang combination nun, I'm also implicating myself. Natatakot din ako na pwedeng sabihin, teka, bakit dati parang hindi naman ganun yung pagkakaposisyon? Bakit parang dati hindi naman ganun binenta ni Tati?
Yung mistake.
Yung mistake ko kasi every time I explain the right thing and the other people na inexplainan ko when I was also a rookie, bago pa lang ako, pwedeng may makanood sabi niya, teka, parang di niya ganun pinosisyon na. Kaya kinakabahan ako sa ginawa ko talaga. And what I do para talagang hindi ma-refute yung mga lessons na kinukwento ko sa iba, I tell it from what happened to me and what happened to the advisors close to me. And you cannot refute that story.
Yeah.
Tapos papakita ko, this is a better way, subukan nyo. Marami nga dyan. Dahil hindi nga natapos yung pag-pursue ko, even when I resigned sa insurance industry, tinuloy ko pa rin yung pag-pursue kasi iba yung love pala talaga when you love doing it. So, ang nangyari ganito, nag-resign ako kasi for a time, ayoko na ng insurance. Nahirapan ako eh. If you're going to compare, when you get into something, usually, pagka mas matagal na, you will find yourself becoming more confident kasi mas kabisado mo na siya. Sa case ko, parang baliktad. Habang tumatagal ako sa insurance industry, bakit parang nababawasan yung confidence ko? Kasi hindi madaling magbenta kapag mas marami ring mas maingay na misrepresentation, oversimplified, and overpromised na approaches. When I talk to the client, explain ko na kasi over time, dahil nga inaaral ko binabasa ko yung proposal. Over time, na-discover ko na yung nag-improve, a little better way. Pero ang hirap kausapin nung tao kapag may preconceived notion siya kung ano talaga ang life insurance. So ending, dahil din may times kasi di naman din ako masipag mag-prospect. Baka nakaka-relate din yung ibang viewers. May times din.
Pero biggest
Oo.
takeaway ko kahapon sa session natin
Oo.
is yung pang prospecting mo. Sinong approach,
Oo.
yung responsable lang, yung practical, yung may pera. And
Oo.
ano yung isa? Or dalawa pa?
Para madaling maalala, RPDM.
Ano yung dalawa? Kasi 5 yan, di ba?
O 5. Nadagdagan ng isa.
Yung naghahanap ng solusyon.
Naghahanap ng solusyon.
Na tao.
Yes,
kasi
responsible.
na-acknowledge niya yung
Yes.
problem and naghanap
Yes.
ng solusyon.
Naghahanap ng solusyon.
Yeah.
So, kasali yun sa burnout ko. Siyempre, kapag nagpo-prospect ka, appointment setting and presentation, kapag hindi ka prepared and you're not yet mature enough, nakaka-hurt. Sensitive, dating people pleaser. So, sa akin, parang ang hirap itawid dun sa next. Parang, siyempre, nakakasira din siya ng loob. So, sabi ko, hindi ko rin finilter out yung prospect list. Importanteng mag-profile. I would use the word waste time kasi I wasted my time on people who were not looking for a solution. I wasted my time on people who were not responsible, who were not practical, who were not decision makers.
Decision makers.
And did not have the money to pay for an insurance plan.
Yeah, financial
Tapos
planning tayo.
sa akin, dahil sabi ko, feeling ko matalino ako. So sabi ko, I can close the sale. Masyado bang bilib sa sarili? Pero kailangan kasi, i-acknowledge ko din ano yung mga hindi para sa akin. So ano yun na-mention ko na earlier. Pwedeng, hindi niya ako type. Ba't ko ipipilit sarili ko? Hindi niya type yung company na nire-represent ko. Ba't ko ipipilit yung kumpanya? Hindi niya type yung produktong ino-offer ko. Bakit ko ipipilit yung mga product? I could try other options. Ikukwento ko na yung other products. Pero kung hindi niya type dahil nakita niya yung logo ng company, bakit ko ipipilit? Ngayon ko lang talaga natanggap, I observed, even the number 1 brands in the world, not all buy from them.
Yeah.
Mas marami ang hindi bumibili sa number 1 brands kaysa sa bumibili sa number 1 brands.
Yeah.
Ang isang challenge is rejection. Why not accept that majority of the people you're going to talk to will reject you? It's so liberating.
Yeah.
So, saan magfo-focus? Kailangan responsible, practical decision makers with money who are looking for a solution.
Yeah.
Yun. Pag hindi pasok doon sa at least, kasi every advisor should have a minimum qualification sa profiling nila sa mga gusto nilang gawin client. Suggestion ko, yung 5 yun parating kasali.
Yeah. Yeah, yun. Perfect talaga pag listen ko sa'yo. And then, di ba, I said nga, wala ako nahirapan na magbenta Kasi internally, wala ko lang siya na-define. Kasi wala pa ako na-coach ni Tati.
Yung words lang, di ba?
You defined it. It's very simple. Pero that is what is working for me. And if only that all insurance advisors would follow that, nag-uusap lang sa mga responsable, mga practical, decision maker, may pera, at naghahanap ng solusyon sa mga problema, then close na yung deal. Done deal agad, di ba? Yun na yun talaga. And I can't stress this enough. And also you said na wag magsabi na free yung trabaho natin or time natin. Kasi time is the most expensive
Parang
resource in this world. Hindi yan mabili.
Kailangan clear.
Tapos free lang.
What is the intention for the day? Kailangan clear yung intention. Parating may kasamang advocacy. Pero ang question is, ano ba yung araw ko today? Is today advocacy or today a business? Minsan, we offer free financial planning and expect a sale. Pero pag pumunta ka kasi dun sa company na pinuntahan mo, dahil in-offer mong free siya, hindi sila na condition na kailangan, nabibili pala sa dulo. Walang connect. So, pag sinabi mong free, huwag kang maghintay na bibili.
Yeah.
Pwedeng next time, pumunta ka doon, you positioned yourself as a consultant. When you say you are a consultant, people understand that they pay for a consultant. Kailangan clear lang. Kasi ang trabaho natin, may kasama talagang advocacy. Yeah. Kung mapapansin mo, after nung paid session ko yesterday with you, nung gabi, nung banding na, nung inuman na, ganun pa rin, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Pero alam ko na yun, free yun. Alam ko from my end na ito, wala nang singil to. Trabaho ko yun. Pero ang goal ko talaga is for more people na marinig nila yung message ko talaga. Mas maraming advisor. Kasi, ang taas din ng resistance dun sa iba. Nakita ko yun eh. Ang taas.
Feel ko rin.
Yes, feel na feel ko. Lalo na sa performers. Bakit? Kasi maraming kliyente ang performers. And then sasabihin mo, I remember, doon sa isang class na inattendan ko, nagtaas ng kamay yung isa. So, tenured na siya doon sa business niya. So, ngayong sinabi mo sa amin na mali pala ang ginagawa namin.
Totoo yan. That's
ano
the
na ang
reaction.
gagawin namin?
That's true.
So, sinadya kong ganun. Kailangan kasi, iset mo na yung tone, eto yung mga kailangan bitawan. Pag pumunta kagad ako sa better way of doing business, hindi na-correct yung isa, baka matabunan. Kailangan i-unearth muna ano yung mali. Kailangan na intindihan muna bakit over time, yung buong insurance industry nangongolekta ng mga kliyente na hindi natuwa sa kinuha nila. Yeah. And I'm not pinpointing with any one company.
Yeah. It's general.
General. Oo.
Yung na-appreciate ko pala sa the way you opened your session yesterday, no? You asked us all na how honest do you want me to be? Ano yung mga choices mo? Not so honest ba? Or honest? Or very honest?
Yes.
Or brutally honest? Ganun ba yun?
Pwede rin. Hindi ko naman nasabing brutally honest. Baka ma-shock na sila.
Oo, pero really, we need that. We need that. The brutal honesty. We need that eh. Kasi pag honest lang, ganun, sugar coating.
Yung friend ko kasi, sabi niya sa akin, ate, ikaw kasi, sabi niya, bigla mo na lang binibitawan yung mga bomb, pero hindi mo kami kinondisyon. Warningan mo kami sa start. Bawa sabihin mo, how honest do you like me to be? Kasi nasashock kami sa pinipresent mo eh. Tapos,
the shock is what we need. No? The bombs actually is what we need because that is what you call impact eh. May impact. Pag walang bomba, walang nadidisturb, nadidisrupt na mindset or idea, then what's the value of what we're doing? I mean, you can always reject it sa kanila, di ba? But really, the top performers, sila talaga yung na-affected. You are very true. And I am very thankful to that. Because pag naglalapit sa akin, Byron, bakit ganito, ganun din. Like what you said. And then sabi ko, yeah, you are, silver elite ngayon or bronze elite? Gusto mo mag-gold elite or mag-MDRT? Then you go home and reflect ng learning mo from Coach Tati and let's talk when you're ready again. Because I will enhance it because I understand it, I support it, and that is what we need.